Hello everyone, this is Yoko. On this channel, I feel that information about what is happening in China is often not correctly conveyed to countries other than China, so I will be disseminating the information I have gathered in English. I'm getting information from multiple media, so I'd be happy if you could comment on the content of the video. Also, my native language is not English, so I use an AI speaker to create the voice to convey the information correctly. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel and support us. This time, I would like to introduce the matter of concern about destabilization of the financial industry due to the postponement of payments by a major Chinese trust company, Shuyu International Trust. It has become a problem that several listed companies that have entrusted their money to this trust company, Shuyu International Trust, have not been able to collect their money even after the deadline. And this Shuyu International Trust has become a hot topic because it is a company that is very deeply involved in the corporate group called Shuyu Enterprise Group. It is said that there is a problem with this Chinese enterprise group, China's largest asset management company group, and it is said that the China Bank International Trust is unable to return the money due to the effect. Please see the video from the other day about the Shuyu Enterprise Group. There are 4 investment trust companies in the Sinoplant Enterprise Group. They are in-house companies of Sinoplant Enterprise Group. The China Bank International Trust, which is in question this time, is not included in the 4 companies. First of all, I would like to briefly explain the relationship between the China Bank International Trust and the China Plant Enterprise Group. The largest shareholder of Chongrian International Trust is a textile machinery manufacturer. And the second is the Chubutsu Enterprise Group, which we are talking about this time. The shareholding ratio of the Sinoplant Enterprise Group is not much different from that of the largest shareholder. Shuyu Trust, which we are talking about this time, is not completely dominated by a huge corporate group called Shuyu Enterprise Group, but it is a company that can be said to be one of the group companies. The CFC International Trust is facing a problem of failing to return money entrusted to it by at least 3 listed companies on time. And some of the names of companies that have deposited money in the Interbank Trust have been revealed. The companies are Kenpaku and Nando Bizio. I have the names of these 2 companies. Kenpaku was depositing money with an annual interest rate of 7%. But it was not redeemed by the deadline. By the way, it has announced that it has deposited 60 million yuan in total. It's too big, so it's going to be a story about whether the management of the person who deposited it is okay. Kimbo says, our company is fine. Of course, in such a case, any company will say, our company is fine, but I don't really know. There are many cases of sudden bankruptcy. If 1.2 billion yen doesn't come back, people will suspect that the company will go bankrupt, so for now, I'm completely denying it. Nantu Commodities has invested 30 million yuan. There is a report that it was deposited because there is an annual return of 5.8%. However, the management of the company is concerned because we do not know when it will be redeemed. Why did the Central Bank International Trust fail to return the money? Trust companies operate and increase the money collected from wealthy people and companies. It is a problem because it does not increase, but it is seen that there is a problem with the investment destination, and the investment destination that was supposed to generate investment profit is negative. By the way, Chinese investment trusts often shed money in real estate-related businesses. As you know, Chinese real estate is in tatters. Anyone who thinks China's real estate industry may pick up is ill-informed. Just recently, Evergrande Group's default has become a hot topic, but that is just the tip of the iceberg. There are many other big real estate developers, but none of them are doing well. One of the funding sources for huge real estate developers is a bank. We knew that banks would suffer the same fate as real estate developers if the Chinese authorities did not regulate them. Therefore, we are instructing banks to limit lending to the real estate industry. As a result, real estate developers cannot borrow money from banks, so money is flowing through mutual funds. China's real estate industry has a lot of money coming through investment trusts. However, the real estate industry itself is not profitable. Even though we started a huge real estate development, bad circumstances such as stopping in the middle of construction, real estate not selling and prices starting to fall, etc. are overlapping, and the money that flowed into the real estate industry cannot be recovered. In other words, it is starting to become impossible to recover the money invested by the wealthy class and companies that have been pouring money into the real estate industry through investment trusts. By the way, the Chinese real estate industry raises funds at quite high interest rates. For example, if you borrow money at an annual interest rate of 10%, the investment trust company will receive a 10% interest rate from the real estate industry and make a lot of profit even if you pay 7% to the investor. Many people don't know, but that kind of environment existed before the coronavirus. In companies that have a lot of cash, people in charge of money management and directors invest in relatively low-interest investment destinations, such as bank deposits. However, some people say that it is strange to deposit money in a bank when there is an investment destination that can be managed at a high interest rate, and they are told to use their money more efficiently. Therefore, there is pressure for Chinese companies to deposit, or be forced to deposit, their surplus funds in investment trusts, which they believe will be safer. And the invested money flows to the real estate industry, and if it is true, the money will flow to development projects that have no future. So, if investment trusts default one after another in the future, it will be a pretty big blow for Chinese companies. Currently, the Chinese economy is in a slump, so even if you want cash, if you don't get your cash back, it will affect the cash flow of the company you deposited it with. It has already been said that the default of a trust company will be a Chinese version of the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy. I think it's very possible. The investment funds that flowed into the real estate industry will not be recovered unless the real estate industry recovers. In today's China, there are various problems left unresolved, such as construction being stopped in various places and condominiums being purchased but not being handed over. There is no way you can recover your investment if construction is stopped. So, people who have lost money to investment trusts have no choice but to recover their funds on a first-come, first-served basis. If we collect it quickly, we may still have some spare capacity, but as a whole it will definitely be insufficient, so it is impossible for all investors to be saved. Everyone thinks the same, the main body to collect the investment as soon as possible. This means that the management of the trust company will be even more dangerous. That's all for now. See you next time.